won't take a bite just yet. I think there were 5 bags in this, 5 peaches in this bag yesterday. There's 2 left. Guess if you're going to be addicted to something, addicted to peaches isn't the worst thing you can be hooked on. Oh, maybe I'll change the name. I'm always changing something. Change the name of my show from Coffee with Ken to Addicted by Peaches. Or feet were just a little bit cold. Ugg slippers. You know where you can buy these bad boys. Good morning, Josh. Good morning, RJ. Good morning, Veronica. Sunset Lisa's on early. DJ. Frat boy. Hey, frat boy. Talking to you. Ike is back on. Mike Jones. I think I already said hi to Veronica. Don't want to give her an inflated sense of ego and say hi to her several times. Wouldn't want that. We wouldn't want that. RJ shared the live. Thank you, RJ. Appreciate that. A little jealousy yesterday, RJ, I think. RJ, also known as Chippy, is going to become one of the next great marketeers here on TikTok. Selling various products. I'm not even totally sure what. I know he does a little bit of stuff with the TikTok shop with fitness equipment. As of late yesterday morning, he'd got booked 5 sales. I was going, wow, 5 sales is pretty good. You know, you get 5, maybe you get 50, maybe you get 500, maybe you get 5,000. And I wish you the best. Hello, Tanya. Hello, Just Me. Ricky T. Ricky T, I need to know. I don't think I do this show to share my... There you go. Thank you, Ricky T. He's on his first cup. Good morning, Ryan. I don't think I do this show to share my feelings anymore. I think I just do it to know what cup of coffee Ricky T is on. He's a man, again, with very few words. Of very few words. Hold on. I just had a panic. Don't know the time. One day, I'm going to do a show on how to tell time on a normal clock. I realized while I was out in Yellowstone that kids these days, it's those darn kids these days, aren't taught how to tell time on a clock in school anymore. Kind of seems like it's a basic fundamental, but what do I know? And maybe I should give a special video and tutorial on how to tell time. You see, the big hand, first of all, on some there's actually a second hand, and it's often red, and it goes kind of pretty quickly enough that it takes 60 seconds to get around the whole clock face. Then there's the minute hand, and it kind of moves slowly, but you can almost perceive movement there. Takes 60 minutes, also known as an hour, to get around the whole face. And then there's the hour hand. It's the shortest. It's really probably the most important when you're telling time. Takes 12 hours to get all the way around the face, which is half a day. And when it goes around the whole face twice, that's a full day. Kathleen followed the live creator. I appreciate that, Kathleen. Early, I haven't even gotten started. Ryan wants to know how was work. Work was great. Good morning, Kevin, and a happy first cup of coffee. Do I mind military time? Mind wouldn't be the right word. I don't really, I guess I understand it. Makes sense. Just really haven't had a whole lot of reason to use it at all. No, it is not Bruce Willis. I must be coming more looking like Bruce Willis. I've been a bald white man for 30 years now. And it seems the references to Bruce Willis are picking up. Even where I work, it's happening every day. I'm sure people tell you look like Bruce Willis. Well, I think that's super cool. Yeah. Tiny's work goes by military time. But anyway, good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. Gained a little weight. Must have eaten too many peaches the last couple days. It's putting on the LBs. Again, my name's Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. It is Wednesday morning. It is 5:39 a.m. It is, I believe, September 18th. And I asked that as if it was a question. I say that. I state it. I should say it with more confidence. It's September 17th, I think. But anyway, happy Wednesday, whatever day of the month it is. This is a little show I've been doing for quite some time. Mikey, I'm coming at you from Illinois. I'm coming at you from Naperville, Illinois, a beautiful town of about 140,000 people, 150,000 people, about 35 miles west of Chicago. I've done this show in many, many locations in Naperville, far too many locations, but that's part of the reason for this show. And oftentimes I'd pick up the phone and kind of give a backdrop, show you a little bit of what my area in Naperville, Illinois looks like. But this wouldn't do Naperville, Illinois justice. This is just my little room. It's just my little piece of paradise in northeastern-ish, almost north-central Illinois. Anyway. Yeah, it's a show about me talking, and it is a show about me sharing some experiences and sharing a little bit about life, the ups and downs. For those that have been watching a while, though, it's not really just a show about me talking. It is also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I have a nice hot cup of coffee here in front of me. And I am so excited to have my first sip on this Wednesday morning. Woke up not too long ago. Wasn't sure I was ready to get up. I was at work till 10 o'clock last night. And when you work till 10 and you wake up at 5 and you got to get home, you don't work at home. Spend at least an hour fussing around eating random things that I ate last night, and probably didn't get enough sleep. But either way, I'm excited to have my very first sip of coffee, and my hope is wherever you are and whatever you're doing, that you got a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. It's the pumpkin spice. It is the pumpkin spice. And it's nice. I wouldn't be a good slogan writer, but I couldn't help but think that some sort of pumpkin spice is nice, pumpkin spice is nice, with a little jingle attached to it. Oh, might be a good slogan for pumpkin spice. There's no company, though, that holds... I mean, sure, Starbucks has claimed a lot of our brain space for pumpkin spice coffee, but each brand has their own pumpkin spice. I mean, not every brand probably doesn't, but I know there's several different options of pumpkin spice coffee. Still wouldn't stop Starbucks from hiring me to do my little jingle that is pumpkin spice is nice. Pumpkin spice is nice. Yeah. So, anyway, I'm going to drink some water. And the venti cups from Starbucks are also nice. Oh, so how are you guys doing? How you feeling? How did you sleep? RJ is much better, far better at slogans than I am. Steve Fisher's asking if he can have a ride to work. Not at this hour. Not at this hour for several reasons. I'm not dressed appropriately. You probably don't live or work close to me. And I'm doing a My Coffee with Ken talk show. I wonder if currently my primary mode of transportation, mode of transportation is a scooter. It's a Suzuki Bergman 400 right now. Long story as to why that is. Don't really feel like getting into it. But I wonder if I could, for only those daring passengers, be the Uber driver on my scooter. Have the little Uber sticker. Pull up. Guy in a suit walks out, kind of stares at me in a briefcase. To the airport. Hold on tight. Hope you brought your own helmet. Probably wouldn't work. I bet I could do Uber Eats. Got my little top case on the back. It'd be perfect for carrying around little overpriced fast food. Mikey says he has a 400 scooter as well. Well, awesome, Mikey. Awesome, Mikey. Derek asked if I'm married. No, I'm not. I've been down that road before. Twice. And not sure I'm going to go down it again. I mean, I probably need to go on a date before I got married. Or even before I thought about getting married. And I haven't been on a date in a long, long time. So my marital prospects currently are fairly dim. So check back in a couple of years. Hello, Brian. How are you? Thank you for joining Cheryl and Charlene Perkins. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. I'm not sure I'm awake yet, folks. I'm not sure I'm awake yet. I'm not sure I'm supposed to be awake yet. But I'm supposed to be awake. If I'm awake, I'm supposed to be. Certainly don't feel inspirational at this time. Brian wants to know, what time is it? It's 5:46 a.m., Brian. Thank you for asking. Ooh, RJ wants me to have a sip. He's kind of my coach. He's kind of my little voice inside my head that tells me what I need to do, tells me to take it one step at a time, 1 mile at a time, that I'm doing well. He's my little angel on my shoulder. Thank you, RJ. I'll have a sip. Oh. Sally Vallow woke up from having a dream in the third person. She's not... What does it mean to have a dream in the third person? I mean, I know what the third person is. Kind of like an out-of-body experience, sort of, maybe. Where you're watching you. You aren't you, but you're watching you, maybe. All right, like looking at yourself from a different perspective. Okay, that's what I thought. How did you like the way you looked, Sally? How were you? How did you judge yourself? Hopefully you liked what you saw when you were watching down from above. Seeing yourself in the third person going, that Sally's really sweet. She held the door open for that person. She was kind to that person. She's a nice person, that Sally Vallow. I hope that's what you saw. Tell you, if it's not what you saw, that's okay. You can strive for that today. Because a lot of us are our own harshest critics and judge ourselves pretty harshly. And I imagine if you were watching from above, maybe we wouldn't like what we saw so much. Maybe we would. Hopefully we would. And probably just by watching from above, you couldn't really tell what was going on. You can see somebody as they travel through life. But I think the most determinant of how somebody's doing is crawling inside their head. Knowing how they're feeling. Asking them how they are. And getting to know them that way. Oh. Again, I woke up early today. Woke up at 5 o'clock. Wasn't sure I was ready to get up. Laid there for a while, kind of reflected on the dreams that I had. Reached over, checked to see how charged my phone was, checked to see if I had any exciting activity on social media. And I'm not saying that's a good habit, and I'm not saying you should do it. I'm just admitting it to you that I preach habits on this show, but I'm willing to admit that I am very far from perfect. And that all my habits aren't great. But anyway, that's what I did. And I'll have you know, I sent 3 little loving texts to friends and family. Saying good morning. Hope you have a great day. Kind of missed that one aspect. I was a realtor for a long, long time. And part of being a realtor is staying in touch with a lot of people. And I enjoyed doing that and just kind of reaching out and not asking if they knew anybody looking to buy or sell or asking any real estate related question, because that seems like such a realtor thing to do. But just checking in, letting them know you're thinking of them and hope they're doing okay or hope that they have a great day. Or little droplets of love. Little feel-good messages. Yeah. It's about the only aspect I miss of being a realtor. I mean, big paychecks every now and again were pretty cool too. But I tell you, all the days that I felt I was working as hard but didn't feel productive, I think were hard on me. And left me open for a lot of anxious times and a lot of active mind and a lot of need to overindulge with cocktails or Heineken or what have you. Probably was a little hard for me that way. But in some ways it was good. I think one of my favorite parts of being a realtor was the flexibility in your schedule. It's not like you needed to work, but you didn't have to be there from 9 to 5. As a matter of fact, there wasn't a whole ton of value in being there from 9 to 5. At least I didn't think so. Some people tried to make their schedule that way, and I did a little bit. And I'd go into the office most mornings and sit at my desk and open up my computer and start emailing and researching and looking at things and trying to be just as productive as I could. But in a lot of ways, it was hard to be a 9 to 5 job. But you could schedule your appointments around the things you needed to do. If your daughter had a cheer event or a cross-country event, or there was a birthday, or whatever, you could schedule around it, or you could put it on your calendar as an appointment with yourself or with your daughter or what have you, and just make sure you schedule around it. And that was kind of nice. Sometimes I worry about a lot of things. That's what Coffee with Ken's about, me talking about my anxiety. Sometimes I worry that right now I know I need to generate revenue and work as often as I can and be as productive as I can. But life goes pretty quickly, and if you're focused on work or making money or being productive, the kids grow up fast. And if you miss too many events or don't see them enough, that can't be a good thing. It's hard being twice divorced. It's hard not living with your kids. You got to make an extra effort to see them. And it's easy to let that fall by the wayside. And right now I'm twice divorced, and my kids live in 3 different cities, and none of them are Naperville, Illinois, where I live. Wish it wasn't that way. Wish I was still at home with my babies. Yeah. Oh, good morning, Jeffrey Shue. Or Jeffrey. Or Jeffy. Good morning, young. Do I try to keep distracted and busy to avoid the thought? No, it's not a recurring thought, but it was just a thought I had this morning. I'll tell you what brought it up. My daughter is cheering at a football game on Friday, and I'd like to go, but I'm scheduled to work Friday night, so I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. And I felt kind of bad about it last night. Felt kind of bad about it last night. Good morning, young. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for hopping on. Thank you all for hopping on. Joining me today on this Wednesday morning. Still dark out here in Naperville. The days are definitely getting shorter. Again, I worked last night, and I work at a restaurant here in Naperville. Have been there about, 5 weeks maybe or so, and had a good shift. It was busy enough, but not crazy busy, but I felt productive, made fairly decent money, and my customers all seemed really happy, so it was a win-win-win. And but I did notice it getting darker a lot sooner. And I looked outside around, was it 7:30 or 8 o'clock, and it was already dark. And again, time goes quickly. So does my coffee. I'll be back. Oh. I planned to do, as I was laying in bed this morning, I think I had a couple cramps in my leg during the night. Both calves tightened up. I don't know what that means. Not enough potassium. Not enough Water, maybe. Probably too much standing, too much walking around the restaurant. Thought for a while I was going to start my show by doing some stretching, because stretching always feels good. And it's, not particularly strenuous. Kind of a good sort of strenuous. Oh, I was going to do a little more active than that. I was going to be standing up and doing some of these. My window of opportunity closed because I pushed live and I was pouring my coffee. I don't feel like doing it right now. Spinach is a good source of potassium, RJ says. Denise says she loves my PJ bottoms and I need more potassium. I'll tell you what's got a lot of potassium is bananas. I eat a fair amount of bananas. I eat a heck of a lot of fruit. Bananas go bad pretty quickly. When you're living by yourself, unless, you're half monkey, you probably shouldn't buy more than 4 bananas at a time, because they go from yellowish green to, past ripe in just a few days. And don't you tell me to make banana bread out of it, although I like the concept. I'll bet you, I think banana bread's great. But I think so many people probably do it, and it just becomes a source of something on their to-do list. Something they still got to do, make that banana bread. Maybe I'm looking at it with the wrong attitude. I probably am. But I think there's probably so many people that want to get every last drop of value out of that banana. And it just becomes something that's always on their to-do list. And keep them around and watch them get brown, or put them in the freezer, or whatever you do. And they sit there. Every time you open the freezer and you see that brown banana, you're reminded that you got something on your to-do list. Could be a metaphor for life. I don't know if it would be a good metaphor for life. Let's just talk through it. Maybe we'd be better when the banana goes past the level we'd eat it, or we want to eat it, just throwing it out. Letting all that maybe little guilt of the brown banana on the counter or in the freezer or wherever, let all that guilt go. Maybe. Not sure. RJ wants to know if I buy potatoes and microwave them. I haven't lately, but I do enjoy potatoes. I mean, they're really good. You can microwave one, take it with you. I mean, they're rugged. You could drop a potato on the floor and it could thump along, and you could just kind of pick it up and still take a bite out of the thing. They don't really bruise. They got their own skin, protective, but you can eat the skin, unlike a banana. Poor Augie, my son. I got a beautiful little nugget of love named Augie. When he sees me start an orange, I think it gives him the wrong idea, because his dad usually bites through the skin of the orange to start peeling it. So I think Augie thinks you can eat the peel. Augie, if you're watching this video today, you cannot eat the peel. I mean, maybe you can. Wonder if there's any nutrients in the orange peel. I mean, they put little shreds of orange peel in orange marmalade. That's good. That is good. What profession am I in? Asked Chris. Well, Uh, right now, I wait tables. I wait tables at a fairly nice restaurant here in Naperville, Illinois, and it's kind of I've done it a few different times in my life. When I need cash, when I need extra cash, when I'm changing careers, when I'm have just a ton of expenses. I've fallen back on it, and it's nice to be able to fall back on it from time to time. Because I'll tell you what, I tried to fall back on a job at Target just over a year ago now. That was a dangerously far fall. Waiting tables pays pretty well. Certainly not as much as a lot of jobs, but you know, if you work a lot, you can make a decent amount of money. You can cover your expenses. You can have a roof, albeit a small one, over your head. And I'm fortunate to have the job I do. Thank you so much for following the live creator, Boop. I appreciate that. What I'd love to do someday, and what I think I'm better at than really most things, is as silly as it might sound, is talking to my phone, is drinking some coffee and having conversation with a group of people in the morning, and just talking about life and talking about coffee and talking about experiences and talking about sobriety, mental health, divorce, relationships, financial highs and lows, waiting tables, orange peels, fruit we like and fruit we don't. What do you do with bananas when they go to bad? Oh yeah, I talk about all this quality content. I know my content's not for everybody. Seems to offend some people. That's really when I know it must make a difference. Because it stirs the emotions so greatly of those that don't like my show. They get mad. They say, that was the biggest waste of time I've ever had. I'll never get that minute back. Look at it as a learning experience, Mr. Viewer. Next time you see this pretty bald head on your screen, flip away quickly. I bet you're going to have a hard time because you don't know what's coming out of my mouth. You don't know if I'm going to be talking about sobriety or about bananas. So you almost have to stay tuned. Hello, Tracy from Indiana. Boop, I'm liking you a whole heck of a lot, Boop. She hopped on, liked my stuff, sent me 3 heart puffs, and is throwing out some positive vibes my way. We're looking for people like Boop. Oh, are we ever? Aren't we all? Oh, but it's Wednesday morning. Good morning, Kelly R. I have the day off tonight. And then I think I'm on a journey of 7 straight nights working. It's going to be lucrative. But again, it had me feeling this morning that I wish I could see my kids some more. And I wish, particularly Friday night, I didn't have to work. And I could go to watch my daughter cheer at the football game. And then it got me thinking about, I wish a lot of things were different. I wish I was living with the kids, and I wish I was, got me feeling a little sad. Not the first time I felt sad in the morning. Probably won't be the last. When you feel such things, I think it's important to go, okay. Seem like honest emotions, sadness. I understand. I'm going to do my third person watch of how I felt in bed this morning. He's sad. He misses his kids. That's probably natural. It's probably healthy. You don't want to wallow in sadness or what have you too long. But I think acknowledging it and being okay with it and kind of putting your arms around the emotion healthy ways to respond to it. But then getting up and stretching, and maybe cracking your back and getting the coffee started and kind of working through your morning and putting one foot in front of the other and starting the coffee, making your bed. Yeah, didn't do a great job making it, but I'd still qualify that as made. Maybe doing a little stretching, but maybe not. And sitting down and turning on my phone, turning it around, and saying good morning. Oh, has this episode, I like that they're called episodes. Wow, if I really kept track of what number episode this would be. I wonder how many episodes I've done. I mean, I know I've done it 5 years, but, excuse me, but they're on different social media platforms and they weren't every day. Only over the last several months have I gotten as consistent where I really do it every day. Happy Wednesday, Candy. Has it helped me feel less sad? I don't want to say I mean, I feel fine. I feel fine. I still miss my kids. Still wish I was going to that football game on Friday. But, again, we can wallow in that, or we can be happy we have a job, that we have a job that covers the financial responsibilities and puts a roof, albeit a small one, over my head. And I promise you, being grateful for those things is better than suffering through what you're lacking in life and what you're missing in life. And all you can do is do your best. And maybe that's what kind of led me to reach out to 3 of my friends and just say, hey, Joe, hope you have a great day today. Probably had something to do with it. Because maybe I can't be there at my daughter's game on Friday night. But I can still sprinkle a little love on the world. And, yeah. Thank you, Boop. I appreciate you hopping on. Oh, what time is it? I don't know how much I've talked about, or if I've talked about anything of value. The deepest content I went into was talk of bananas. I mean, when I look back, and I edit all these videos, when I look back and 4 weeks from now, cut up this video into shorts and reels and TikToks, probably the heaviest stuff we'll be talking about my sharing how I was missing my kids a little bit. And probably even more so than the bananas browning too soon. Kind of think that's, again, I watched these videos, I'm 4 weeks behind in the editing, so it's kind of like I go back in time and I'll share them on various pages, little clips or little nuggets from each video. And due to whatever emotion I was feeling 4 weeks ago, I'm going to post a video on that today. And I'll have people reach out and go, hey, saw your video. I hope you're enjoying that or feeling okay. And I'll go, don't worry. That was a 4-week-old video. That's old news. Wait till you hear tune in 4 weeks for what's going on today. Or watch my live show every morning. Wake up early, set your alarm. I would say I average starting my live here on TikTok at 5:30 to 5:45 every day. Don't think I'm a man that loves commitment. Don't think I'm a man that loves commitment. That's probably why I like the real estate profession and being a realtor, for the flexibility. It might have something to do with why I'm twice divorced. I don't think you can change who you are at your core, but you can improve on it. And maybe just realizing who you are kind of can give you something to work at, and more self-awareness, and something to tinker with. Atwood wants to know, why do I do 4 weeks? Oh, you mean why am I 4 weeks behind in my editing process? Because it takes a long time to watch an hour-long video and to edit into 5 shorts, reels, and TikToks. So for every one of these videos I do, and I do them every day, it takes somewhere between 2 and 5 hours of work. Granted, work might be sitting in a coffee shop, chatting up with those sitting around me while I'm watching my video and editing it. Or it could be me laying in bed at 2 in the morning when I can't sleep and going, hey, let's watch a few more minutes of that video and see if there's any good nuggets. I came across one, and again, it was just over 4 weeks ago. Last night, somewhere during the night, I was finishing up a video from Saturday 4 weeks ago, so just about a month ago now, and came across 2 fairly decent clips of talking about sobriety and feeling good, and just not burying your feelings with alcohol. So, again, I'm 4 weeks back. So if you watch my shorts and reels and TikToks, please understand. It was really confusing. I worked this summer at Yellowstone, and I go live every day. And I left Yellowstone probably 6 weeks ago now, and was doing lives on my journey, and then lives when I got back into Naperville. But again, I was 3 or 4 weeks behind, so my shorts and reels and TikToks that were coming out were still set in Yellowstone. And a lot of people would know, hey, I thought you were back. Why are there mountains behind you in today's video? So, yeah. I switched seats, and that is messing up somebody's neuropathy. I don't know what that means. I should do voiceover work. Well, thank you, I think. I'm very animated, and I think my voice changes a lot. I think I naturally just kind of changed my tone and maybe my pace to my talking. Highland is saying her kids are all grown up and empty nest is a real thing. Yeah, Highland, but I think you just kind of, I know you're a very spiritual woman, so I'm sure you find a lot of comfort in your spirituality. But you don't have to stop there. And I don't need to tell you what to do. I'm sure you're doing just great, but throw it out there. You don't need to stop at or be content or limit yourself, and not that going to church or working on your spirituality or reading the Bible or is limiting yourself in any way. But there's all sorts of things you can dive into with your time, and join a group, go down to the library, volunteer, work out. JP suggests I should be a certain candidate's vice president if she wins. I won't say which candidate because I don't want to get political. But if she wins, I should be her vice president. I believe she already has a vice president selected. Outside of that small reason, I'm sure I would be on her extremely short list of running mates. Yeah. Oh. But I don't know how much I have for you this morning. I do not know how much I have for you or how much I need to talk today. It's Wednesday morning and the sky is getting a little bit lighter out. My schedule's kind of wide open today. Feels kind of nice, but it also feels, it feels mostly nice. Let's be honest. It feels mostly nice. But sometimes life's a little more simple on days you work because you go, all right, well, I get to be here from here this time to this time, and I know I'm going to make X number of dollars, and I know I'm going to be productive doing that. But kind of like I was just talking to Highland 517, there's other ways to fill up your time and be productive, and 517, there's other ways to fill up your time and be productive and feel good. And yeah. Darwin asked, are there more giraffes or elephants in the world? I've probably seen more elephants. I instinctively would say giraffes. But giraffes could be sneaky rarer than we know. I know elephants are poached for their ivory or for their tusks. I've never heard of anyone going on a giraffe hunt. And I know giraffes are fairly tough. If you're a lion, you don't want to take on a giraffe by yourself. You might get a hoof to the head and that'll be the end of you. And with that long neck, and being that your name is Darwin, well, they got muted. Wonder what they did. But I'd say there's got to be more giraffes. I don't really know. I really don't know. I'd say it's fairly close. JP, going to be... Oh, JP, I don't want to go down there. I don't want to go down there asking me about that topic, really. Yeah, I just don't want to. It's just, especially that topic is so personal. I wish people understood, or at least could see both sides a little bit. I certainly do. That's what I think. Well, you guys are sweet. You're liking the live and you're sharing the live, and we've got 44 people watching and about 10,000 likes. Good morning, Will Bill Chill. It always makes me happy when Will Bill Chill hops on. He must be a later sleeper than the rest of us, but he's very generous. He sends out coffee cups, and he gets coffee cups made that say Coffee with Ken. Alexandra Hope sent me a heart me. I so appreciate you, Alexandra Hope. I'm not even sure I know who Alexandra Hope is, and she's sending me a heart me. RJ, are you jealous out there? Are you just a little bit jealous that maybe Alexandra Hope is moving up the viewership rankings and might soon... Tara Jacobs was a little jealous. Tara, hey, this is it. I got to play you guys off each other. It will be my key to great wealth, great prosperity. Compete for my adoration Alexandra Hope sent me a heart me. What are you going to send? I'm just teasing. You guys don't have to, but I appreciate it. And thank you, Tara Jacobs. You're sweet. You have your own you'll always be the silent hammer to me. Yeah. Well, we're at 10,000. Now what do we do? That's a problem with goals. You set goals for big numbers or what have you. And very rarely, although I will say in the exception, my oldest daughter, Erin, wanted to break the 6-minute mile all last year in track and did it at the second to last track meet. And it was one of the coolest things I've ever been a part of. So in that case, achieving her goal meant so much to her and to her dad and to her mom and to her whole team. So sometimes accomplishing your goal can truly be all you dreamed it'd be. But I think a lot of times when you set a goal, especially, I want to be a content creator, but it's something as meaningless as hitting 10,000 subscribers or what have you. You hit 10,000 and you go, hey, now what? Now I'm going to go for 10,001. User Joy always adds chocolate milk to her coffee. Yeah, that sounds nice. Chocolate's really good. Yesterday at the grocery store, I bought Nutty Bars, or what are they called? I can't see the box. I think they're Nutty Bars. So when I got home last night, I was a little bit hungry. Wasn't sure if I was going to eat. I knew the box of Nutty Bars were sitting there. I knew there were only 3 packs left because I had 3 yesterday. And I was strong. I resisted the temptation. JP's asking me another politically charged question about buying back guns. What do I think? I don't really have any, super thoughts about that. I mean, I think if the government bought them back, somebody else would just make more. Chocolate has potassium. Well, then why am I getting my leg cramps? Maybe there wasn't enough maybe not enough chocolate. I didn't eat enough chocolate. I thought the answer to my chocolate or my leg cramp issue was eating more bananas and spinach. But if you say that I can eat chocolate and that will, no, Highland is saying I need magnesium. Okay, I'm going to talk about something. Sugar gives me leg cramps. Well, now my head's just spinning. Now my head is just spinning. Have you guys ever heard of what's it called? Saw palmetto? I hadn't heard of it till about 1.5 years ago. And I think it's supposed to help with men as they age. It might even increase testosterone, but I think it definitely helps with your prostate. And I don't want to go too far into this because I know we have at least fair chunk of ladies watching. I don't know. I don't even know how it works. Do women have prostates? I don't even know how it works. Do women have prostates? I don't even know. That's weird. I should probably Google that and learn. Okay, they don't. All right, well, thank you. Must be connected to... all right, I kind of just thought it was something in here that affected how we work down below. Okay, so women don't even have those. So men have like enlarged prostates and have troubles peeing and stuff like that as they age. And you can have cancer in the prostate and all sorts of yucky issues. And there's a what's it called? It's not a vitamin, but it's not a mineral, but it's saw palmetto, whatever that is. It's supposed to help with that. And I was taking it. My doctor prescribed it. Not prescribed, told me to go buy some at the grocery store a couple of years ago. It's a supplement, yeah. And I think it actually did help me. And helped me, made me feel a little better. And I haven't taken it. This is very interesting, I'm sure, to you. I haven't taken it in quite some time. And I've kind of tentatively put it on my to-do list to go get some over the last few days, and I keep forgetting. But honestly, last time at the store, it was either sold out or weirdly expensive or something. So I didn't get any. So I'm going to put it on my to-do list to get it today. I'm going to get some. And I'm going to share with you the results. See if I feel better in any way. If it helps me pee. Helps me sleep through the night. Because sometimes I think I need to wake up more than I should to go to the washroom. Probably not waking up during the night is key to getting better sleep. And better sleep's important. Well, now I have a goal for the day. Now I'm excited. I may even go to the gym. I'm certainly going to enjoy my day and my day off. And yeah. Lisa Smith said, try drinking Pedialyte when I have leg cramps. Sometimes I'll wake up during the night with massive leg cramps and feel like I need to go to the hospital. It hurts so bad. But I think that's not happening now. But I'm waking up and my calves are very sore, as if I had the spasms, leg cramps during the night that didn't quite wake me up. But I can tell that something happened to them. Wow, we need to get a doctor or nurse on here, because we're talking about all sorts of stuff. Electrolytes are good for that. Maybe I'll get some Gatorade. Does Gatorade have electrolytes? I don't know what Pedialyte tastes like. I'm going to become a lab rat. Why are you taking this, Ken? Well, some viewer named Highland517 recommended it to me. Or Lisa Smith said it'd be good for me. Good morning, Chip. I appreciate you hopping on. Chip, I've been talking for about an hour. I'm just getting ready to sign off. Kayla, how are you? Maybe I should get some Gatorade. Kind of have been avoiding Gatorade lately. To me, I just felt it was empty calories, but maybe it's not empty calories. Maybe it's not empty calories. Maybe they're worthwhile. But I don't want to confuse my simple brain too much today. My to-do list consists of getting a bottle of saw palmetto for that prostate health, and seeing if it works. Seeing if I sleep better, feel better. I mean, I feel pretty darn good, honestly. I'm 56, and outside of having to wake up to go pee a couple times during the night, having leg cramps, needing to loosen up a little bit more in the morning, I feel pretty good. And, yeah. No, I don't, Stacy. Good morning, Heather Ream. I don't know if I said good morning to you yet. Let's have a little more coffee. Oh, let's have a little more water. Oh, but it's Wednesday morning. You watch the show from beginning to end and you fast forward it, you'll see the light in the sky changing. And when I started talking this morning at 5:30, it was dark out and there was a less natural light on my face. Now at just past 6:30, I've talked for just over an hour, and the skies are lightening. And 88, the highway that's right over there, I can't see it because I got a tree out my window, but I can hear the cars buzzing. No people are driving to and fro Chicago, getting ready for work, getting ready for their day, getting started. And I'm really looking forward to my day. I've got a short list of to-dos. I may fill it up. I'm sure I'll fill it up with productive activities. I'm not sure I'm going to work out, but I may or may not work out. And it would be at Planet Fitness, Otis. I really enjoy Planet Fitness. I was talking with a buddy at work last night about it. For a guy that had always belonged to a more expensive gym, Planet Fitness checks most of the boxes. Yeah, it does. It doesn't have a swimming pool, and it doesn't have yoga classes, which I used to enjoy a heck of a lot. But you need a place to work out and feel good and improve yourself a little bit better. For $15 a month, Planet Fitness is a heck of a good deal. The two I've been to are clean and have plenty of equipment and a great workout atmosphere. I'll tell you what. I will tell you what. And I don't know why it is, and I don't know if it's always been that way, but I actually commented in the locker room to a man. I'm very comfortable in my own skin. And he was in amazing shape. He was in amazing shape, and he was older than me. And I go, "Excuse me, sir. You obviously work out a lot." And as I was walking in, I saw some older dudes than me, and I'm 56, with big arms and really in shape. And this guy was in ridiculously good shape, and he was 70 years old. It was ridiculous. And he said he still works, and he works has a physical job where he's moving around, and the more he stays in shape at the gym, the better he does at work, and the better he does at work, the easier it is to work out at the gym. But he was in great shape. And I'm wondering, if the man of today, not to make it about men, because I'm sure women can do it too, but I was just noticing. And yes, I'm at a gym, so yes, you're going to see guys in pretty good shape. But I was amazed that these, several guys older than me were in ridiculously good shape. And I think for the longest time, we just kind of assumed when we hit a certain age that we'd have to decline and we'd have to get out of shape or overweight or unhealthy or, time takes its toll, I know. But I'll tell you what, this guy was in amazing shape, and he was 70 years old, and I see it a fair amount at the gym, and I don't even have great desires to be in amazing shape, but I'd like to stay fit, and seeing these guys kind of inspired me that I could. So, yeah. Anyway. Sylvester Stallone is 78, and Highland 517 wants us to know that they have had prostate problems too. Well, I am going to take care of my prostate problems today, or at least I'm going to do what I can, and I'm going to run out today on the way to wherever and stop by somewhere, a Walgreens or a Target or a grocery store, and get myself an extra large bottle of saw palmetto. And I'm going to take a couple of the pills today, whatever they recommend, and I'm going to see how I feel. And I'm going to see how, if I sleep a little bit better through the night. And I'll share my results with you. I'm sure you're going to be all excited to know, to hear how I am peeing over the next several days. I thought I was bleeding viewers because I talked politics or talked too much real estate. Really, I'm losing viewership because I'm talking about my own prostate. Yeah, JC, I took it about a year and a half ago, and I thought it kind of helped. I didn't take it that long. I'd never heard of it, and my doctor recommended it, and I took it, and it kind of helped a little bit, and I thought it did, but it wasn't. And maybe a little bit's all it needs to do. But I think I went to the store, and it was sold out. It was sold out, so there must be a lot of guys like me with prostate issues needing to pee a little better or needing a little pick-me-up. And, well, Stacy, if it takes weeks to work, it'll be slow to share my results. But I'm going to share my results just the same. Slow or fast. Yeah, J.C. Brown, I'm not sure why. Oh, because they probably usually recommend a prescription. Yeah, I can see that. But anyway, it's Wednesday morning. I'm getting too much input because I've got one very small goal today. One very small goal, but I'm going to fill my day with productive activities. And I'm going to edit some videos, and I'm going to get some rest. I'm going to enjoy my day off. If I get sad or miss my kids or wish things were different, I'm going to think about some things I'm grateful for and how truly blessed I am. And I am telling you, if you're out there feeling sad, feeling down, feeling angry, feeling any negative thoughts, think about some things you're grateful for, and your mood will turn around. So I'm grateful for you. Thank you so much, Tara Jacobs. I so appreciate you guys for hopping on this Wednesday morning, sharing a cup of coffee or two with me, sharing thoughts about bananas and prostates and all sorts of good stuff. And again, I appreciate you. I hope you guys had a wonderful night's sleep. I hope you are feeling good. I hope your week has started off well. Hope you're excited about your day. You're feeling good. You're loving yourself. You're forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.